کسانی که نقد میکنن لوکس نقد میکنن. نقد لوکس خیلی جا نداره. باید قشنگ به مردم بگن اگه برجام نبود چی میشد.
In order to even try to do that, we would have to sanction, for example, some of the world's largest banks. So we'd have to cut off countries like China from the American financial system. And since they happen to be major purchasers of our debt, such actions could trigger severe disruptions in our own economy.
And they will not join us if we're demanding even greater sacrifices and threatening their businesses and banks.
And, by the way, raise questions internationally about the dollar's role as the world's reserve currency.
For the American dollar to cease to be the reserve currency of the world, which is already bubbling out there.
If, in fact, we rejected this deal, we would be putting Iran in the driver's seat. I think the sanctions would begin to dissolve. They would not be as effective. So ironically, Iran would get some of that $56 billion back anyway, and their economy would begin to improve anyway.
We are in a place that some people thought was unimaginable and others unacceptable. Do you remember the debate over how much money Iran was going to get? Sometimes you hear some of the presidential candidates putting a mistaken figure out of 155 billion. I've never heard. We never thought it would be that. Others thought it would be about 100 billion because there was supposedly 100 billion that was owed and so forth. We calculated it to be about $55 billion when you really take a hard look at the economy and what is happening. Guess what, folks? You know how much they have received to date? As I stand here tonight, about $3 billion.
I certainly am pleasantly surprised that the Iranians have agreed to so much here in terms of the inspection regime, the reduction as far as the centrifuges, the stockpile, what they're doing with the Iraq reactor. All of that, I think, is really quite surprising.
The military option would remain on the table, but the fact is that military option would be enhanced because we've been spending the intervening number of years gathering significantly more detail about Iran's nuclear program. So when it comes to the targeting decisions that would be made by military officials, either in Israel or the United States, those targeting decisions would be significantly informed and our capabilities improve based on the knowledge that has been gained in the intervening years through this inspection strategy.
باید قشنگ به مردم بگن اگه برجام نبود چی میشد.